Guys, welcome to this morning's Coffee Talk, special edition, Papaw's birthday. We're gonna revise it. And we're on, so we're sitting over here at Papaw's house. We decided to do a drop-in coffee talk over here at Papaw's house. He had his birthday yesterday, so he's 75 years old.
Old man.
So we can just flip him, right? 57.
Yeah.
57. 57.
Instead of 75.
Now, yeah, he's got to remember, we'll have the volume will have to be a little bit louder. We'll have to talk a little bit louder today because the camera's way back there in order to get us all in. We're a bunch of big guys. So,
Speak for yourself.
Speak for myself, right? and there's Mamaw bringing Papaw out a coffee in a Burner Brother Antiques mug. I love it. It's just water. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, look at that! Look at her! Look at her!
Oh,
Mamaw reaching in, getting us all sausages. What the heck, Mamaw?
She's messing with us. They're jalapeno.
They're jalapeno.
Oh yeah, jalapeno beef stick, sausage.
Well, it's only 90 calories, Jacob.
It's only 90 calories. I'm not sure what she's trying to say here.
I don't know either.
Oh, well, Mamaw taking care of us. So, Papaw, you're 75 years old. How'd your birthday party go?
Went great. Got a new TV.
Got a new TV. Did it get working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching it this morning already.
So tell them about what happened with your old one. This is a funny story, guys.
Well, it just the sound went out on it.
The sound went out on their old TV. So, Josh, was it you that showed up with the sound? Or was that Jimmy? One of you guys told me last night. It may have been Jason that you walked in there.
Jason.
Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Jason said he walked in on Mom and Dad, and the TV was on in the living room. In the kitchen, down the hallway and around the corner, the volume was on the same channel. The volume in the kitchen was all the way up. So they were watching TV in the living room, listening from the kitchen volume.
Yeah. It sounded like it was in stereo.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Surround sound. That's some
That was
good
a whole
surround
house
sound.
surround sound.
That's down the corner and around
That's when
sound.
you go to all the bedrooms and turn the TV on the same channel, turn them all up. That way you can just hear it all the way through the house. So, hey, they improvised. They found a way to improvise. So you got how many? Papaw's 75 years old. You got how many grandkids?
14.
14 grandkids. Okay, I can't even count that many hardly.
Yeah.
14 grandkids. Everybody came last night. We had some. You guys, Mamaw actually took care of you. What'd she get you? Ice cream.
Oh, ice cream.
You had cake.
Beef stick.
Beef sticks, cake.
And then
Threw in on
dinner,
the
ordered
TV,
pizza.
Then ordered pizza.
Got me new tennis shoes.
New tennis shoes.
Man. That's a
Got
good
hooked up.
birthday.
He hooked me up.
Oh wow! So it was Papaw's birthday, 75 years old. Now, Papaw, you've been in this antiques industry for a long, long, long time. Looking back, 75 years of watching it, buying, selling in it. What kind of advice would you give any of our viewers out there that are wanting to buy and sell or collect, or what's your thoughts about it all?
Well, just don't be afraid, and the market changes all the time. I think it goes up and down and goes to different areas, and
Yeah, that market changes a lot, doesn't it?
yeah,
It really does. What's the biggest thing that you've watched change that either you wish you'd have bought earlier or wish you'd have sold, or what do you got?
It always stuck in my mind like corner cupboards, nice big oak corner cupboard or something. You get to where they bring like $3,000.
Yeah.
Now you're lucky to get $400 or $500 out of one.
Yeah, so oak corner covers, this is interesting, especially the built-in. So an oak corner cabinet in the day we could get anywhere from $2,200 to $3,800 out of a really nice one. We used to sell a bunch of that kind of stuff all the time. So Victorian oak corner cupboard, and that same cupboard today. What Papaw's saying is, you're lucky to get somebody to even buy it. They just don't really want it. Very, very different. Okay. What other
Well, I
kind
think you can remember. You remember when we was in Germany and we went to those people's house and he was a teacher and she was an accountant or something. They had us over for cake.
Yeah.
That house was really nice. Nothing in it. It was all kind of modern. And I made the quote over it. I said, "This is going to catch on." The way they're decorated here, it's going to catch on.
It was very, very minimalist, very modern feel to
Yes.
it. Just like one painting on a wall, just very minimalist. And that was that was probably in the late '90s.
Probably, yeah.
That we've seen that.
Time ago, yeah.
Yeah, and that's interesting. And now, like, there's a lot of people now. That's the way they want to decorate.
Yeah.
Okay.
More of a modern look, and they still use the antiques for accent pieces, but
Well, Papa, what is the most fun thing you've done in your buying and selling career? The thing you thought was like something that our viewers may not even know about, something that was interesting or fun for you.
I think when we used to go overseas and buy,
Buying in Europe?
yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Because we'd go from country to country, we'd stop at the bank and change the money.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was before, we were buying in Europe before the euro came into effect. We were mid-buying when that all happened. And because of the euro, we actually stopped buying in Europe. Prices just increased drastically.
Overnight.
Overnight, prices doubled in a lot of places. But what was interesting is that, you go over there and you'd have to get a cash advance in dollars, or not in dollars, but in marks or in pounds or wherever we were at in Europe. And then you'd have to switch and get new currency in every country you're going into, so you could buy in the country we were going into. That was pretty interesting. So we were buying in kroners and shillings and pounds and all these different Deutschmark, all the different currencies. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Anything that you bought while you were there, Dad, that you thought was something special? Can you remember?
Well, not really, but I remember probably one of the first things I bought over there was we was in an antique shop, and I seen a piece of Van Briggle over there, and it was like 50 cents.
50 cents for a Van Briggle.
Hey, good God, this is gonna be great shopping over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember when we broke down in Germany? Was you with me on that trip? I thought that was you and Jeff and I. When my van broke down, we sat there for hours.
Yeah.
Had to have another van brought to that spot. We were just sitting there watching the blinking light. I had to call Silke back here because I couldn't talk German. We couldn't really communicate very well with the people we were trying to communicate with. Trying to get someone, a tow truck or a service truck, to show up, and
See, that's back before we had the translating phones.
we had none of that stuff.
No.
And
You
that's
either knew it or you didn't.
And also, Jimmy, that's when it was really expensive to make a phone call. On my cell phone in Europe, like, we were paying a ton of money to have that access, and so I'm calling Silke. She's trying to get a hold of the people in Germany, and we're sitting on the side of the road and broke down, and she's calling and getting all of our arrangements done, and then 2 hours later, I'm calling her back saying, "There's still nobody here. Can you get somebody else?" So, yeah, that was crazy.
Dad, the thing that I remember growing up was that I wish we would have bought more of was when you bought these guys Star Wars and Ewok stuff for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I'd got some of that. I'd put it up and not let me play with it.
Yeah.
That'd be good now, wouldn't it?
It's really good now.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine
I
an unopened Millennium Falcon.
yeah.
What would that be worth?
Unopened Death Star, Millennium Falcon, the
Ewok
X-Wing
Village.
fighters, all that stuff we had back. I mean, you guys, I remember that. Josh had the whole Ewok village.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember buying that, getting up Christmas and that stuff being there. I'm like, man, when you look backwards at it, it seems like, well, that wasn't that long ago. But then you're like, well, that was back in 1979.
It's been a few years. That's funny.
Jacob on that Millennium Falcon. I remember we got that for Christmas. Got it for you.
Yeah. I think that was that the year you got your Ewok village too?
Probably. I don't remember.
Don't remember. Yeah.
I remember getting Ewok Village, but I don't remember if that was the same year or the year after.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Probably look and see when. If you could look off of each movie and see when they came out. Figure out what year it was.
Well, that was Return of the Jedi. So
We know the
I think
Millennium
the first
Falcon
one was
didn't come out.
78, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, 78, 79, but the Millennium Falcon, I learned this about the Millennium Falcon when they were making it, they were making the stuff. The Millennium Falcon didn't come out the year that they put out, the first time they put out the movie and the toys, because they didn't have it made yet. Because they didn't think they would be a hit. They thought, well, who's going to want to buy
Big spaceship.
a big spaceship. And so it was in a hurry to make those toys, and the Millennium Falcon actually came out after those toys. It was like the following summer.
Yeah.
So it was there for that next Christmas.
I remember my Millennium Falcon was in a Return of the Jedi box.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it was. I'm pretty sure it was anyway. So I think it was. It had been after the third one. Well, Papa,
What action figures did you have with it?
Oh, I had.
Did you have Chewie? Chewbacca?
I did have Chewie. I had a
Han
Luke.
Solo?
I had a Han. I
He had
a bunch of
R2,
them.
Princess Leia?
R2-D2. Yeah.
He had the red. He even had the red stormtroopers.
I remember I had
capes.
like 4 or 5 Ewoks.
Yeah. You had a lot of Ewoks.
Yeah, them were fun.
They were fun. All right, well, Papaw, what else? Looking back at the 75 years of wisdom you got here, what could you tell our viewers here? Some more insight.
I really don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's been a fun
first
ride.
I was say what?
You don't know what to say.
Never heard that in my life.
That is the statement of the day.
I don't know what to say.
Dad's over here speechless. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I remember what happened to all Jacob's Ewok stuff, or Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
He was, Jacob had met Gertz's senior year in high school. Gertz's dad wanted Jacob to go to Germany for the summer. And I said, well, I'll buy him a ticket over and back if you'll feed him while he's there. He said, that's a good deal. He said, we'll do that.
You got the short end. I was pretty hungry.
When Jacob came back, he was writing a few girls over there. Then he announced he was wanting to go back in a month. And I said, I can't afford to send you to Germany every month or two. And he said, well, I'm going to sell all my Star Wars stuff and my Coke collection and put them in the next auction. And that's when me and his mom said, oh, that boy's in love.
Yep, that happened.
Yeah. He wanted to go back and see Selka.
Papaw, when you look back at your childhood, what was your most interesting toy you got?
Probably a bicycle.
Bicycle.
That was always a big deal. You got a new
Yeah.
bike.
Got a new bike.
Oh, that's
Remember that year, that Christmas when we all had those bikes lined up?
yeah, I do.
Oh
That was
yeah,
a great Christmas.
Actually, I remember yours had the big banana seat on it. Josh,
Oh, he had a blue. You had a blue.
Well,
test.
we got them twice. We got one time we got like regular bikes, and one time we all got 10 speeds. Yeah.
10 speeds. Yeah, but the 10 speed. Josh
That
had
little
a
red 10
red
speed?
miniature 10 speed.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
That thing was neat. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
that
5-speed.
I'd
Was it
never
five?
It was
seen.
5-speed.
Well,
was
I've
a
never seen
miniature,
a
though.
10 speed looked like someone hit it with a shrink gun. It went down to, but that was cool. We all got those 10 speed. That was a neat Christmas. Then we couldn't do wheelies real well on it.
Oh, it was hard.
So we had to
design
Well,
for
we'd
it.
come out here and start changing up parts on bikes, and
I'd say we used to build bikes.
we used to build them. We'd find back then we could go around behind the shed and find parts to another bike and put it on this bike and that one, and heck, we'd make choppers and we'd make the bikes we could do wheelies on, and
It was fun.
All right, I'll go back a little bit further than that though. The big wheels.
oh yeah,
I
big wheels and go
love the
karts.
big wheels.
We made
You
big
used to
with-
slide around on
Oh
that big
my
wheel like
God.
crazy.
That big wheel was awesome. Big wheel races up and down the lane.
Oh yeah.
And Josh had the Hot Wheels big wheel too, the one with the thing on the side. You could
Hit the brake,
hit the
kick
brake,
it sideways.
and you spin it around. Oh yeah, you get that thing going, hit that
I
brake, do
remember
about
that,
2
yeah.
spins, and cheese at you.
All right. Do you guys remember playing the game that we would like put out or whatever with bikes?
Oh yeah,
Knockout.
knockout.
We would pick
We're allowed
up.
to put your feet down.
You were not put your feet down. You tried to
Get
wreck
between
somebody else.
two cracks of the concrete
Right.
Yeah.
on the road.
When we got the basketball court, we ended up using that.
Yeah, use the square on the
The
basketball
square on the
court.
basketball court. Yeah.
We would get 10 or 12 or 15 of us on bicycles in an area that was made for about 2, and then we would try and kick each other's bikes over and make somebody wreck.
Make
If your
somebody-
foot touched the ground, you were
You're
out.
out. Yeah.
So Josh had the advantage. His bike was low to the ground, cut real fast. That was fun.
That was fun.
I don't know, Papaw. I think you did all right. We sure appreciate it.
Oh,
Remember that bike that Josh had? Dad liked it so well he didn't let him ride it and
No.
got him a different one.
It's probably still hanging in his garage somewhere.
I said, I remember years later that we come over and that bike would be hanging in the garage.
Yep.
I remember hanging upside down in the garage in the back.
Yep. It was there for a long time.
I think it's still over.
that was a pretty neat bike. I wouldn't bother with
These,
another bike to ride.
Pretty sure it's still
We'll
over.
have to dig that out, Josh.
I'll have to
See if you
look.
can
I
still ride
think I've
it.
still got it.
Yeah.
See if you do, you guys see if you can still ride it.
So Papaw, so just for our viewers that don't know yet, you got your auction license in, was it 80 or 81?
1980.
1980. Started buying and selling. At one time, you were selling, 10, 12 auctions a week?
5.
Well, I was thinking
But
with all the
working
Moomaw
full-time
ones
jobs.
as well. I was
Oh,
thinking
yeah, I sold them too.
Auction houses.
auction houses. So
Auction
5
houses,
auction
yeah.
houses a week. So the difference from an auction to an auction house is, the professional auction houses where they have a weekly auction that happens. Papaw was auctioning at 5 of those.
Just show up and sell.
Show up and sell. He was just the auctioneer. He'd walk in the door and sell the merchandise and go home. And you did 5 of those.
Usually start about 5 o'clock in the evening and sell till, a lot of times till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. 5 to 1. I remember you did Friday nights up at Tremont. You did Bowman's?
Bowman's Friday night. Saturday night was
Lakeside.
Tremont.
Or Saturday night was Tremont. Okay. Did Lakeside
Yeah,
Uh,
up by Kaiser Lake.
by Kaiser Lake.
down at South Solon.
South Solon.
South
What is that
Solon.
called?
I forget the name of it.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday I do a new sale
A new sale with new stuff.
with new stuff
Yep.
at a campground down toward Jeffersonville.
Okay.
You know, I always thought that was neat, Dad, that what we did that. Because we used to travel, I mean, when I was about 17, we used to travel down to Tennessee. We'd take the Ford Ranger and you take the pickup truck and we'd go
Yeah.
down there and take some stuff to a guy down there. But we would buy down there in the warehouses,
Yeah.
like new stuff.
Oh yeah.
We'd buy in the warehouses new stuff, toys
Yeah,
and
wholesale.
stuff for Christmas, have Christmas sales. I always thought that was fun because we'd stay at campgrounds down there and we'd stay in a tent.
KOA.
We stayed at KOA campgrounds, throw up a tent. We'd all lay in it. It poured rain one night down there. We got soaked.
I'll see stuff now that I used to pick up at that Ryan Oldfield down there. What was that? Was that in Alabama?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah, in Georgia. Stuff that I would pick up there, and that was clear. I don't know, what, 30 years ago or 40?
40.
Yeah.
40 years ago.
These baskets, these glass baskets, you pick them up for $10.50, sell them for about $20. I'll see them around these yard sales now once in a while, and the people will tell me, "Oh, that's really old."
A lot of those, I think, were Smith, weren't they? L.E. Smith.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they
They
were.
probably are old now. That was
They
a
are.
long
Well, that's
time ago.
hey, that's considered vintage
Yeah.
and antique now, Mamaw.
Hey, Lucas said it the other day. We're in the garage in there. At the birthday party yesterday, Jacob and I were talking about something. And Lucas said, "Well, that's vintage." And we were like, "Well, that's from 1990. He goes, "That's vintage." I'm like, "Oh my goodness.
Everything we had as kids is now vintage.
It's now vintage." Yeah, that's what he was trying to tell us. I said, "So not only Papaw's getting old," he said, "We're getting old."
Oh, that's so funny. Well, guys, listen. This issue of Burner Brother Antiques, we're actually on vacation when you're watching this, and this is the day after Papaw's birthday. And we thought, what a great idea to come and hang out with Papaw, celebrate his 75th year. He put up with all 4 of us knuckleheads. Jason ain't here, but getting us through life and with our kids growing up and grandkids now coming and life changing a lot. So, well, happy birthday, Papaw, and yep, me and Mo appreciate everything you guys have done for us. We know that. Got us all excited about the antiques industry.
Oh, I love
You
it.
know, one other thing is when I was little, my uncle used to stop by our house.
Yeah.
There was 10 of us. I mean, we were poor, and he would stop by the house. And I remember he stopped one time. He come back from Chicago, and he had brand new blue jeans on his truck. And he had my mom come out and pick a pair out for each one of us boys.
Get in there, ain't it?
You got a bug on you that keeps
Keeps flying around.
We got a little hold still.
Hit him hard! Hit him hard!
I didn't get it. Let me get it.
Take another shot at
Got
it.
another shot. Hold on, Josh. There's one on the other side.
But that's when I decided I wanted to be an auctioneer because he's always going in different places.
Yep. Yep, that's fun. Those fun times. That's family. We our uncle Furman was in the antiques and auction business in the 50s, and
Yeah.
now we're in the 2020s, and your grandkids in it full time. So
Well, in the 50s, didn't you say you used to go to his auction in Springfield
I
when you were a
did.
youngster?
On John Street, and I sometimes I can't believe I can remember that because he built his new auction barn in Florida in 1956.
So you were young.
So I was born in 49, so this when I'm 4, 5, and 6 years old.
That's probably such a big deal, though.
Oh, it was a big deal.
Yeah, you have those flash memories. Where when you're really young, that's something that stuck out to you. I have them sometimes too, and I'm like, I remember that, and I get calculating, and I'm like, well, I'd only been about 6. But it's a flash memory. I mean, something that really sticks out.
You can remember it, yeah. Well, it's like with him. I just remember to go in there, and I had a brother that worked at Fort Rich. He worked the floor, and my sister worked in the kitchen. Mom and Dad was always there, and I was always around pestering everybody. And Dave and George, Henry, Daniel.
So something I remember doing when we used to have the auction house there in Donaldsville, the weekly auction or monthly, I don't know which, probably the monthly. We used to serve our own food, and so we would have to prep the food the night before. We'd be up here making hoagie sandwiches and wrapping them all up and getting all the food prepped for the customers at the auction house.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You remember that? In that little kitchen back in that corner.
Back in the corner.
Yeah.
Everything was pre-made.
It was all pre-made.
Except for hot dogs. Do we have hot dogs?
I don't know if we did.
I
think it was only prepackaged stuff.
Yeah, at the time,
Well,
it was only prepackaged stuff.
Well, because we had a blue Winnebago that we turned into a food truck.
Yeah, that was.
That
Had the hot dogs.
That had hot dogs in
that
it.
was. Yep.
But yeah, we used to wrap all that stuff up the night before, making all those hoagies.
Making all those sandwiches, and then we were hoping after the sale there was some left.
Yeah, the nights there weren't any left, you were just shoot, or you'd sneak
sold
one.
out.
Well, you'd hide one. I used to do that.
we know
sometimes.
one.
That's why you're always short, man.
Not the province.
I'd hide one. I'd hide one of them hoagies, hopefully, under the counter, put a paper towel on it or something.
It's funny, but getting a bag of chips was a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That was a big deal.
It was a big deal. Yeah.
Bag of chips, man. That was a treat.
All right, I'll tell you. Talking about food, we didn't eat out. That was something Mom cooked.
Yeah. As a growing up.
Growing up, I'm probably more teenager years is when I started, actually going to like a fast food restaurant or something. But I remember when I went to McDonald's I was probably late elementary. Went with some friends and I didn't know what to order. Because we haven't been there.
I don't know
So
what they have.
I
What does
don't
McDonald's
really
sell?
know. So I said, well, I'll just get what he's getting. So I ordered what my buddy got.
Yeah.
Well, the time
Yeah,
we
Mom
used to go out
cooked.
to dinner was a big deal, though. We like after church or something on a Sunday.
Okay. Do you remember Mom showing up church early? And she would.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
we
yeah.
were like an hour and a half
Oh,
early.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Turn left, going the wrong
Turn
way
left.
down the street.
Going the wrong way on the one way.
I
Well,
can't
on
remember
Springfield,
because
wrong
of the
way on
time
the one
change.
way,
I
and then we get there, and the parking lot is empty.
Yeah. Parking lot's empty.
We're like, what? And well, it's Sunday. I was like, yeah, it's Sunday. And it
So
was.
we
time
got
change.
donuts.
It's only 8 o'clock.
We're going to McDonald's. I was like, yes.
So we went to donut. We went and got
I went and
donuts.
got
Or donut? Was it donuts?
Yeah, I think we went to Schuler's down the road. You got some
Okay.
donuts. Yeah.
I just remember it was like awesome. It was like we got this treat today. That was funny. That was fun. Well, guys, Coffee Talk. We're on vacation right now. We hope you enjoyed this video. Blessings everybody out there. Don't forget like, subscribe, comment, and happy birthday, PAPAW. 75 years.
57.
57.
I know it was fast.